Well, the sad truth about the human condition is that we definitely are not in the top 10 of species on this planet when it comes to sentience or sapiens. I went to the bathroom that I have access to, and it's still very cold in there, and I'm surprised today's Easter Monday, 2023, if you believe in such a thing. And it only takes now the trauma of how cold the hardships for me were, very cold, and that's just one form of hardships this past winter, 22, 23. And I'm like upset because now it takes just a couple of degrees off from, let's say, 22 Celsius to kind of trigger these tiring and discouraged feelings of cold, right? It's like now I wish everything would burn to summer just for the heat, just to kind of counteract that trauma, but that's not the way it works. And yeah, I don't have trauma supports, and most people that have worse trauma than me don't either. So, because we need to care about each other again, going back to the sentience and sapience long-term thinking, and these traumas come back and just create really crazy people to just create even more trauma in the future. And to heal trauma, we have to care about each other, and we don't. And, I'm reminded of times when I was homeless in Vancouver and put ads, and who answers is gay guys who try to convince me that I'm gonna like it if they give me a chance, if I give them a chance to try something, that I would prefer to receive from a woman, and free rent, and like who should I hate or who should I be angry at for this past winter or that time where I put the ad on the internet? It really shows who we are as British Columbians. And well, a little bit me, a little bit them, a little bit he, her, a little bit all of your gods and aliens or whoever you think is kind of allowing these kind of cruel things to be done to each other. And I mean, when it comes to the housing issue, I mean, there's solvable issues. You just need politicians that want to solve them. And again, we're back to the lack of sentience and sapience. Because when there's so much homelessness issue, when there's so much of a vulnerable sector, I have the advantage of not being a drug addict and not being a mentally ill person or a person without endurance or resilience or without, problem solving skills. I have a lot, but most people are not like this. So when you allow homelessness, a solvable issue, to go on for so long in British Columbia and other parts of Canada or the world, it's really evidence again. The Anthropocene is not just about the climate emergency that even CBC can't call climate emergency. They still call it climate change. They say we should just feel better about it because bad feelings hurt. Whew, bad feelings hurt. We can't even accept guilt or regret or shame as feelings in our culture anymore. And they are required for cultural change and improvement, but we don't accept them here. So it's pretty pathetic that that's the species that I share DNA with. And of course, it includes everybody I know, right? The concept of being self-serving and dishonesty. Oh my God, there's people lie to me, like new people I meet, people I've known for a long time, and they lie to me. And I don't know if they think their lie is successful because I'm challenging them on it right there. And they keep going, and they really think that's the normal thing to do because every man, woman, and child for themselves, self-involved, self-serving. And it's like, oh my God, this is the species I share DNA with. So your gods, if they don't come get you and get you off of this heaven of a planet, then they should come get me, except they're not. They don't exist. Neither do extraterrestrials at this time that we know about. So I'm stuck here with you, sharing DNA with a species that's spread all over. What's that term for cancer cells? Metastasize? And I'm not saying it's a perfect analogy, but I'm saying that you are killing your host. You're not like symbiotic with it like other species are. So there's definitely something really wrong with you. And I'm glad that this trauma really is somehow making me stronger. And I'm seeing you guys getting dumber. and more uncaring and more deadly to even your own family members.